All right, we're through the first two turns, 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. on June 10th, 1861 at Big Bethel. And getting ready to start the 1100 turn. So you look when you play a lot of games like this where the it's limited number of turns. See, it's like 6 turns there. If you're on the attack, you got to get aggressive. So we got immediately aggressive with Pierce and with Washburn for the two Union brigades that are on the map, and they got some reinforcements that come on, but they come on towards the end, or well, they can possibly start coming on now at the 1100 turn. It's a dice roll thing you got to do to see when they come on. Historically, from what I understand, they came on towards the end of the battle, and they were just there to, I don't know, catch any Confederates that were trying to leave the field or maybe pursue or whatever it was. I don't know a whole lot about the fight itself. But as you can see, we got aggressive Pierce, who, by the way, he's dead. So he got, I rarely roll a 0, but Pierce got killed and Townsend took over for him at the end of the 10 o'clock turn. And Washburn was moving around to the left. And these guys cannot do division order change because Butler's not on the field. They have to do brigade order changes. So they went to do a brigade order change to go into attack. And then they were going to cross the river there through the marsh. And they drew a loose cannon. And they drew the result. He was a cautious, or no, whatever it was. He was a U leader. And he ended up, everybody in the brigade, he was an unreliable leader, and they ended up having to retreat 1 hex. So now they got to move back into that marsh again, which every time you go in there, you're going to roll for disruption if you're infantry. Everybody else, it's an automatic disruption. Artillery can't even go in there. So I got these guns. They were going to come over behind them and then shoot to the units sitting on the high ground in the earthworks there. The Yanks have already captured 4 of the earthworks. They actually crossed the county bridge, which check your errata when you get this on the county bridge because it's not on the terrain chart. And it's got some different effects, so make sure you get that. And anytime you cross the Wythe River, it's an automatic disruption, even with infantry. Plus, it's plus 1 extra point to cross it. So they actually got across. 2 units did. They destroyed 1 regiment from the Confederates right there. So there's 50 men gone. But then they got driven back by disruptions. And as they're retreating, matter of fact, the unit there underneath the fatigue marker there, they've taken 3 strength points, 3 or 4 already. I have to look at it because they're close to collapse. All right, so yeah, Union's pushing, but now they've got pushed back across the creek. Now they got to get after it again. And we'll do some more on this as soon as I play a couple more turns. And hopefully we'll talk about some rules. I'll do that at the end of this because you got some different rules things you got to check when you're playing this. So it's a Big Bethel by Bayonets and Swords. We're going to keep going. Talk to you soon.